What up, everybody, and welcome to Late Night Live number 153, where tonight we are writing, what are we writing? I just had a complete brain blank. We're doing Twas the Night Before Christmas. I just realized that I forgot to double check that my microphone was turned up all the way. How's the microphone volume for everybody tonight? All right. Hello, Oja Sweeney. What up, Lene? Hey, Connie. What's going on, Jose? Nice to see everybody. Hello, Liasim. Liasim? I apologize if I'm pronouncing that wrong. I think we're gonna try to go light paper today with black ink. We haven't done that in a while. We're gonna see how the hairlines show up. Make this just a wee bit darker. Whoops, that's brighter. That's darker. That's good. Good enough? Alright, sounds good. I will take good enough. Yeah, I was thinking, so this... I gotta do a fair bit of warm-up before I dive right into, right into the poem. But I was thinking, like, it's not super short, so it's not a one-page thing. I think the entire, visit from St. Nick is gonna take me... I think it's about 50 lines-ish, which I don't think I can feasibly do on a single sheet of paper. So I was wondering if we should do it on, like, I guess I could try to find a really long sheet of paper, or I could do it in a journal, in one of the landscape journals, so it would take a number of pages in a landscape journal. Maybe like, oh, if we did we could split it up like 5 or 6 lines per page or something like that in a whole journal. I kind of figured I would ask you guys and see what you think I should do, because I don't really know the best way to do this. And obviously, if we do the journal, I don't have journals that are black paper. Or not big ones, anyways. So it makes things a little more challenging. Yeah, we got ivory paper. We will see how it goes. I haven't written on ivory paper for a stream. We've been white ink on black paper for like a while. Just a little bit more. So let's see, if it's approximately, I think it's like 58 or 48 technically is my estimate. I've never written this before. So I'm thinking it's gonna take me about 48 lines. That's if I go "Twas the night before Christmas" on one line. If I can fit all that on one line, we'll see. Ornamental penmanship makes it a bit challenging. But if "Twas the night before Christmas" is one line, and then "When all through the house" is one line, it just means we're basically doubling. We're doing each line of the poem in 2 lines. And I think that gets us to 48. But if we did, like, on a sheet of paper, "'Twas the night before Christmas, when all through the house, not a creature was stirring, not even a mouse. The stockings were hung by the chimney with care, in hopes to St. Nicholas soon will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's 8. Maybe we try to do 8 lines per page, all the way through, in the book, maybe? Alright, Liasim votes journal. Lene wants journal. Hello, my hand lettering. Welcome, welcome. What's going on, Peter? Alright. I mean, watercolor illustrations would be wonderful. I'm not so much a watercolor illustrationist, but... No, I'll do one of... So, for the journal... If we do it in a journal, I'll do it in one of these. Let's zoom out, shall we? In one of these, in one of my landscape journals. I can always make a custom snazzy cover for it for Christmas, but this would say, "A visit from St. Nick," And then on the next page, it would start here, and we would go through 8 lines per page. Or we could do 6. 4 would... Wait, how many pages are in a journal? I didn't do this pre-planning very well. If it's 48 lines, if I do 4 per line, or 4 per page, 'twas the night before Christmas when all through the house not a creature was stirring, not even a mouse. Then you turn the page, and you get the next one. I probably shouldn't do double-sided, because there's probably going to be ghosting. How many pages are in a book? This is the really exciting portion of today's stream, where I count pages in a journal. Hello, Fozzie, you're alive. Welcome, welcome. The best way to do line spacing and layout, I'm pretty much just going to freestyle it and hope for the best. Okay, so this will be our cover page, so that's not one. Should I leave a blank page after the cover page? We'll count from here and then we'll see. Alright, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Riveting entertainment tonight. 8. Ooh, there's a mark there. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, and 23 if we use the last page. So, somebody want to do that math for me? If we have 23 potential pages we can use, so we need 23 or less. So we're thinking, do we want 4? I think 4 lines per page would be ideal, but do those numbers balance out? I'm not doing the math in my head. I'm going to wait for somebody in the chat to do it. Because my brain is lazy. Alright. That's good advice, Linnae, but we gotta see. Fazza, we're writing, I think, 48 lines. Well, here. Because I haven't written this before, so I have the poem written right here. I'm assuming 'twas the night before Christmas. That should be able to be 1 line. So I'm basically just dividing all of these into 2. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55. Oh, I had my math wrong. 56 lines. 56 lines. And then we gotta double that, because I'm not gonna be able to fit all of this on 1 line, I don't imagine. So that's 112 then, right? Yeah, because I won't be able to get, like, he had a broad face and a little round belly. That might be 1 line, but that might also... That should be 1 line. Some of these are going to be 1 line, some of them are going to be 2. I like the idea of, like, I would like to get 1 page... 'Twas the night before Christmas, when all through the house not a creature was stirring, not even a mouse. That's 1 page. The next page, the stockings were hung by the chimney with care, in hopes that St. Nicholas soon would be there. Whether that's 2 lines, 4 lines, however that ends up fitting, I feel like it makes the most sense to have it split up that way. Or I do all 8. So I go from 'twas the night before Christmas all the way to in hopes that St. Nicholas soon would be there. The first 4 lines of the poem. All on the first page, which would take me probably 8 lines of writing-ish. Mental math. Do I judge by... Usually not by words, because, for example, like Christmas is going to take up quite a bit of space just on its own. Unfortunately, ornamental penmanship takes up a lot of space, and I kind of write in a bit of a sort of running hand-esque version of ornamental penmanship. Linnea, I counted on stream. We have 23 pages in the book. 22 if I don't use the page after the cover. Or do I just wing it? Yeah, 23 in the journals. That one did have a stained page, though. I want to see if this one doesn't. Good. We can just kind of wing it and see if we have space. And then we might run out of space. Two to three lines. 2 to 3 of these full lines? Okay. Is some of these like away to the window I flew like a flash? That might be one line. It's also a landscape book. I'm not used to judging landscape distance. I'm used to judging portrait distance. So today's Late Night Live is a math session. My apologies, everybody. Two couplets per page. That would be 14 pages. True. So we'll do, I think, we'll do 4 then. 2 of the poem's lines, or 2 couplets. Wait, 2 couplets? What constitutes a couplet? 'Twas the night before Christmas when all through the house not a creature was stirring, not even a mouse. Is that a couplet? Or is that 2 couplets? 4 of the poem lines. Okay. Can I get away with doing 2 of the poem lines per page? What do you think? What up, Z? How you doing? Or Zed? Nice to see you. We are currently doing math to figure out how many pages I need to do this poem. I'm sort of... Not enough pages? Darn. 2 couplets is 4 lines total. Yeah. I guess that's okay. 'Twas the night before Christmas, and all through the house not a creature was stirring, not even a mouse. Stockings are hung by the chimney with care, in hopes that St. Nicholas soon would be there. That's page 1. I think that works, right? Yeah, that works. Cool. Let's do it. Like, worst case scenario, we could technically do it anyway. I can always take a book apart and get pages from another book and put it in. Since we're not using both sides of the pages, it's super easy to just hack it afterwards if we run out or something like that. So it's sort of what we think would be best. Do we want to have 2 rhyming couplets per page or 1 rhyming couplet per page? I guess that's the decision we have to make. I think my tea is going to be too hot today. Oh yeah, I can feel it already. The steam coming off is too hot. "'Twas the night before Christmas when all through the house not a creature was stirring, not even a mouse." Okay, I'm gonna warm up first. I'm gonna be writing a poem. I gotta get... Oh! Gotta spin the top. I forgot. Is that in frame today? The top is spinning. Yeah, we gotta get warmed up. Because this paper has a bit of tooth, and I'm using an extremely sharp nib right now. So we'll see how that goes. Bring you guys in here a little closer. No, I won't. I won't split my cohorts. I won't split the couplets. Ooh, these hairlines are gonna be extremely fine. I'm hoping the camera is picking them up. Okay, good. Wait, I want to write there. So we're gonna move the desk a little bit so you guys are better in frame. There we go. I've decided recently that it's much easier to move my desk than to just move the whole camera setup. What up, Skeet? Welcome, welcome. You're not that late. You just missed our math session that I didn't really come to any conclusions because I just decided I was gonna wing it. I should write a couple of the couplets and then I'll know for sure if they take up one line or 4 lines or what I can fit. Ooh, those hairlines are very light today. Too light? Debatable. Is YouTube picking that up all right? What's going on, Annie? Welcome. I can go darker. Does that make it a little bit easier to see them? Or do you guys prefer the lighter paper? Or the lighter camera settings? Looks good. Sweet. Ooh, it's a lot of lowercase letters today. I gotta pick an X. Often when we do this stuff, I end up writing a lot bigger than I normally do. You know what's hilarious, Lene? So Lene just posted a message in the chat, and YouTube flagged it for review. They flagged it because there's a word that could be potentially meaning something else, but for me it's hilarious because what she said could also be flagged by me. She said, still a little hard to see, have you considered a broad nib? I'm assuming because of broad, that's why YouTube flagged it. I'm going to allow it, but to me, I'm like, oh no, broad? That's a bad word around here. Broad nibs? That's you'll get flagged if you say broad nib in this live stream. That's funny. Who am I looking for? Hey, Karina. Welcome, welcome. This song's got some pep in its step. I have no idea. Ask YouTube. Will I get demonetized if I write broad? We're not anti-broadnib. We're not anti-broadnib at all. This is a pointed pen ornamental penmanship channel. We're anti-broadnib, we're anti-engrosser script, no, we're not anti any of those things at all. I've actually been doing more studying in the broad pen world recently than I have in the pointed pen world. Because of some styles that I wanna get a little bit better at and understand. It's just a fun joke. Or is it well, yeah, because everybody's saying broad nibs now, and YouTube has no issue with it, so I don't know why. I don't know why YouTube flagged it. Do I want to write that big, or do I want to do it like more of a running hand? What do you guys think? Sort of like that? More standard spacing? Or a little bit smaller X height, wider spaced? Hello, Mom. Long time no see. Whichever one tickles your fancy the most, Peter, I would say. Take your first instinct. Running hand? Alright. I always end up, I feel like when I do like poems or things like that, they kind of end up being, they default to the standard spacing. So maybe we'll do the... You guys have to remind me though, if you start seeing my writing starting to look more standard, you have to remind me. To go back to a more running hand style spacing. It just takes up a lot of space. Which is not a bad thing necessarily. Which one is faster? I would say they're about the same. 58 lines to get through before Christmas. This is true. This could take a while. How long? How many lines is... what was it? Not Mary Had a Little Lamb. Little Red Riding Hood. That's... How many lines was that? Because that was a long stream. That's Lene, Mum. She's been a regular for a while. You just haven't been here in a minute. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Unless we also got to figure out if I'm going to stagger the capitals or have them go all on the right side. That is a question that we will need to answer at some point. Hello, Lori. I feel like you're earlier than normal, Lori. Welcome, welcome. Alright, yeah, that'll be a good amount of space on a landscape page. Sweet. Is there a hand I'm trying to get my first certificate? I have a few certificates already. It happens. Good night, Karina. Thanks for popping in. Oh, first ad coming up. Semi-lurk mode. Enjoy lurk mode. What would happen if I went into lurk mode? I guess that doesn't really work. Ascenders are gonna be my enemy today, I feel like. But that's alright, we can have an enemy. We will hopefully make friends with our enemy. Now, I do need to figure out... I wonder if I should just use this guide sheet, or if I want to use... Let me run an experiment. With a guide sheet that's landscape. This might be too much interlinear space. Maybe, maybe not. Okay, now if I wrote the next using this guide spacing, is this too far away? That too spaced? What do you think? I won't run out of paper, I don't think. If I'm doing four of the poem's lines per page of this, but just trying to decide if that's too much space, because it's a lot of interlinear space. Too much. All right. Sounds good. Let me see if I have a... We might have to not use a landscape guide. Don't know if I have any... Well, I do somewhere, but I don't know where they are. Check in my handy guide sheets folder. See if I have anything that's landscape that's a little bit tighter spaced. Fingers crossed. I have a feeling this is the same. Yep. Bummer. So many old ink-stained guides. And days gone by. None of which... Oh! We might be luck. We might be in luck. Oh! Dizzy Bunny! Hello, Catherine Roberts. Welcome, Catherine Roberts, if you're in the chat right now. Thank you for allowing us to see the Dizzy Bunny today. I would have done similar guides to this, yeah. Here's a smaller guide. See if we can get that one. How that one looks. If not, I can use one of my portrait guides and then just it just won't be right in the... It won't span the whole page, but that's alright. Shouldn't be a huge deal. Right. Let's see how this one looks. Yeah, this one should be a bit tighter. Not a ton, but a little bit at least. We'll see here. We'll test it out. I've been writing on black paper so much I haven't used guides in I feel like a long time. I've been going guide-free for a while. Is that better, do you think? It could be technically a little bit closer than that, but do you think that works? Or should I use a guide that brings it even closer? Thoughts? It's close. It's not the same though. Look at the difference. From there all the way to there versus there to there. It's a huge difference. What do you mean almost the same? We need to go closer? All right. Sounds good. We might have to make a guide sheet. Perhaps. I would like one to go all the way across the page. That would be nice. Unless... yeah. I can't have it this close because the capitals won't have space if I have them this close. I never have. I don't have any of those, things. I would use one if I had one, but I don't have any. So that makes the lowercase look good, but that's not room enough for the capitals. So that one doesn't work. We need a medium, middle distance. What is that one? That one's 7/30 seconds. I think I need 7/16. Do I have one of those in here? Ooh, notes about something. 7/16, 7/16. That's what we want. Use 7/16 all the time. Where's that guide? Oh no. There's one here, but it's not really dark. I don't know if this will work. I can see through. Oh, right here. We don't need the angle. Just the baselines will work. So then this one would look... Oh no, that's the same thing. I should have done some of this planning before the stream started, probably. Okay, yeah, that's not enough space. 7/16. I'm on the hunt for a 1/2 inch. There we go. 1/2 inch. So many guides everywhere now. I'm going to be writing in sort of a similar, close to a running hand script. Ornamental penmanship in a running hand style is the goal. There we go. That should leave me room for... So it would be spaced like that, which works, I think. You're very welcome, Connie. Music's got a little more pep in its step today. So then the next question is, if I did a capital like that, would I want the lowercase to start right even on the right-hand side? Or do I want it to start sort of after the capital? Or do I want that to start here? I just cannot decide. If I move it forward, it does leave room for the next capital, which is convenient. But I should probably leave a whole extra line in between. There's a... Wait, Fozzie, are you only seeing rifling through guide sheets now? Are you somehow behind again? I know this does happen to you sometimes. You're not going to hear that message for a couple minutes if you are behind. But now I'm curious. I think when I go to, like, the next, like, from, well, visions of sugar plum danced in their heads, a monarch, visions of sugar plums danced in their heads. I think I'm gonna skip 1/4 line, so, and Mamana Kerchief and I had my cap, or one extra space down, I think is the right way to do that. Alright, let's do a faux page, as if we were actually doing this thing. Well, here, we can just use the back side of this page, actually. We'll save paper. A dry run. Yeah. There. Oh, so that's what's fitting on one page, just those lines. Alright, so we need to drop that. Start the whole thing. Right. Start it right there. Like so? Yeah, maybe. Maybe. Oh, I didn't start this far enough to the right. My brain did this automatically as if I was centering the whole thing, but that's not what I'm supposed to be doing. Oh, that's why it's a test page. Okay, 'twas the night before Christmas. Was the night before Christmas, went all through the house. I think if because I'm gonna leave an extra space, I think. Like, I'm not gonna go immediately into the next line here where I need a capital. I'm gonna leave one extra space. Wait. Yeah, oh, wait a minute. What did I do wrong here? Yeah, I got this spacing wrong. Whoopsies. Okay. But if I give myself just one extra space between the two... Not a creature was stirring. That's what I need. And that kind of leaves its own space for capitals. I can potentially indent, but I would like to go left justified if I can. If I can get away with it. Not a creature was stirring. I might regret that decision when I get to the point, like when I have to do the reindeer's names and stuff. When there's lots of capitals. Okay, that's probably not enough for one. Yeah, we have to do more pages. Or more. We'll do 4 then, not just 2 per page. Yep. The stockings were hung. Hello, Srilatha. Welcome, welcome. Today I'm using McCaffrey's Penman's Black. Hello, Marilyn. How you doing? Merry Christmas to you as well. Happy holidays. Ooh. Albuterol high. We're trying to get the swells to be... We're going a little on the... We're trying to go minimal. If we can. Oops. Come on, Nib, work with me. The stockings were hung by the chimney with care. I have to clean my nib a lot tonight because it's skipping already. Stockings are hung by the chimney with care. One more line. Or rather, two. In hopes that St. Nicholas soon would be there. Oh, sorry, Leah Sim, if you're still here, thank you for hanging out. Have a wonderful evening or day, whatever time it is for you. Soon would be there. Good to see you as well, Jose. No need to apologize. So it'll look something like that. But obviously vertically in the center of the page, because I messed that up. That's what it would look like. That seems about right, right? Alright, well I guess there's nothing left but to just dive right in. My capitals feel a little rocky this evening, but I can't warm up all night, unfortunately. Okay, so we open. This will be a title page. This will be a blank page. And this is going to be the first page we write up. Oh, this is going to be... I have to decide how far in. I'm just going to go through my hard drive really quickly and see if I maybe happen to have a landscape. Do I have a landscape half-inch one that I can just print out real quick? Because I would like it to go the whole width of the page so I don't have to move it around all the time. Fingers crossed. Where are my guides hidden here? I know, Marilyn. I said that at the beginning of the stream. I know the title. Let's see here. Practice guides. Everybody cross your fingers. We got... Do I have... Bummer. Bummer. All I have is portrait ones. Well, that's not very helpful. I could make one, but it's not very exciting for stream. Shoot. I thought for sure I would have one in here that was landscape half-inch. I could make one, I guess, real quick. Not digitally. Let's make one. We're gonna go analog styles today. We're gonna make one really quick here. On this random piece of paper that is no good for penmanship ink, so I don't use it. So I will waste it to make a guide sheet. I need a ruler. Step 1. Okay. I need... None of my isographs are inked right now, so I need a micron to save me. Whoa. We'll go in the micron jar. We got in the micron jar for sizes here. Too thin. I rarely use microns. I don't even know what the size is, how they compare. That's gray. That's not gonna work. Black. 05. I think that's what we want. That's way too thin of a line, or it's just dry. Okay. There we go. Oh. I don't use these markers ever. Apparently. I gotta have something that works for this. That's a brush pen. I don't want to use one of those. Come on. Booyah. That'll work. That's good enough. The Studio Series Micro Line. Never used it before. Really quick. Yeah. Not too bothered if this isn't exactly perfect. Oh no, wait, I should be marking the quarters. Because we have to do that skip line. Right. A smart person would use a Ames lettering guide or something like that right now to make this quick and easy, but even without one, it's still pretty quick and easy. We're not going to have exact measurements because of the width of the pen line, but I don't care. It's not that precise, or doesn't need to be that precise. Is there a trick to keep the ruler perfectly straight when drawing lines? I don't know if I would say there's a trick. Normally with a ruler, if you just apply enough pressure that it doesn't move, you're good to go. One, I guess, technique or trick that I learned, I'm not using it now because I'm not applying that much pressure, but when I cut leather, Or if you're doing something really long, like if I was, say I had to do a whole long line going this way, if I set the ruler up, oftentimes people will just hold the ruler. But if you sort of go part on the page, part on the ruler, part on the page, so like my finger is sort of half on both, then I'm stopping it from sliding backwards, and I'm pushing it down. So that's a big one in when I'm cutting leather, because I have to roll the wheel knife along the ruler, so I'm pushing, it's applying pressure, so I need it to both stay down and not push this way. So like my thumb, for example, is half on the page, half on the paper when I hold a ruler. But for today's exercise, that's not necessary. The alignment to begin with. I'm not exactly sure what you mean, Peter. Sorry, if you could elaborate. Sorry, everybody, that this isn't terribly exciting now. I genuinely don't remember the last time I inked a guide sheet, because I've been printing them out for so many years. But I don't want to open Illustrator when I have a stream going, because my computer might just have a heart attack. I'm pretty sure this is going to be a little space more than a quarter, because I think this ruler, the last space, I think it's the fault of the ruler. I think the last space is a little bit more than an 1/8 of an inch, which is actually really annoying that they do that. But, whoops! I messed up. I was talking. Oopsies. Pretend that line isn't there. Ignore this line. Ghetto styles today. Almost there. Light boxes are definitely your friend. 100%. Last line. Sorry, sorry, sorry. Booyah. Will I ever use that marker again? Who knows? That may have been its one and only usage. But, oh no, I'm still gonna need it, I guess, because I want to make a... Okay, so if this goes in here... How indented? Where do I want my left line to be? Like... An inch in? Inch and a half in? I'm gonna go an inch in on the side. Just in case there are some longer lines. Yeah, we're doing everything today. It's what happens when Mike doesn't plan. Well, planned, but didn't think thoroughly through the plan. Okay, 1 inch. I think I want to go a little more than 1 inch, actually. Let's go 1 inch and a quarter. Yeah, 1 inch and a quarter. In from the left side. Yeah. Okay. 1 and a quarter in from the left side. Next question. I'm going to align it at the top. Yeah, we'll align it on the top line. So then... Okay. We want to use... We're gonna be super extra today. Check this out. Not only am I gonna get a cutting board or a cutting mat, we're actually gonna trim this to the right size. Just because I feel like being extra. Yep. There. So now it's the right size. Oh yeah, we're going all out today. Had I only taken 2 minutes before stream and just printed up, because I have the guides. The guides are made for horizontal guides. It's all in one master illustrator file that has every size and whatever combination you could ever want in your whole life. I would just have to dive in there and print it. There we go. And that's our guide. Now we need to figure out, I want this to be centered-ish. Yeah, I want to go the higher one. There. That's the ticket. So. Oh, and of course, my lines aren't exactly a quarter. So it's not matching up with what I did initially, but that's where we want to be. 6, 8. making this so much more complicated than it needs to be. Because why not? One, two, three, four, five, six. Yep. That's a baseline. That's a baseline. That's a baseline. That's a baseline. 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 Well, that doesn't work. What? Why didn't that work? Because these are more than half an inch. That's why. This is poor planning, everybody. I apologize. But that is right? That one's there, then that one's there. Yeah, and there and there. There and there. There and there. That's good. Okay. 2, 3, 4, 5 and a bit. Oh yeah, that's about the same. But I'm gonna go... I want it to be higher. We'll make bigger dots. Just to make things confusing. Here we go. We ignore the small dots, and we use the bigger dots. I want it to be, if it has to be slightly low or slightly high, I'd rather it be slightly high. It's optically spaced. I could just flip it around, I suppose. But, it'll work. So, title page, blank page, the starting page. Dun dun dun. And we are gonna paperclip it in just to be safe. We're always having fun. Always, always, always. There we go. Yeah, now we're good to go. I do want to make sure. Yeah, okay. Now, because that took a little bit, I just want to scribble for just a few moments. Get my arm warmed up and everything. Again. Didn't have a single sip of tea yet. I would not treat this as a tutorial, Lene. This is a, call it proof that you can figure things out as you go. And if you mess up, doesn't matter. Just keep going. Zoom us in again, because we don't gotta be that zoomed out, since the writing is basically impossible to see already. That's the T we want to do. Good, good, good. I'm, telling you. All right, let's do it. Let's see what happens. No better time like the Things like this are stressful because I'm not really good at not making spelling mistakes or putting the right words in the right order all the time. I get thinking ahead of myself and I start skipping words, so I gotta be very careful. Alright, using the big dot as my baseline. 'Twas the night before Christmas. Actually, just in case my hands have any lotion or oil, anything on them, I also want... Oh, I guess... use this as a blotter sheet. I suppose. Okay. Everybody's watching. Get on with it already. How long does it take for this guy to start writing things? Jeez. I is slow. Oh, my hairline disappeared on the top part. That's no fun. On the very first fancy stroke. It was the night before Christmas, with a slightly messed up tea. Went all through the house. Come on. This is the same paper I was practicing on. Why is it being so temperamental? Grr. Go through the house. Not a creature was stirring, even a mouse. Come on! Stop doing that. Why did it do that? Not even a mouse. Oh, semicolon. The stockings were hung by the chimney with care. Thanks, Lenny. It's less, not as traditional of a variation. I think I need to write this way a little bit. X height is a little bit all over the place tonight. And my spacing is not very consistent in the round hand world, unfortunately. But that's okay. In hopes that St. Nicholas soon would be there. Oh, I didn't realize this I had to be capitalized. Capital I. Stress. Saint Nicholas. Soon would be there. What I'm probably gonna do, if people are into it, maybe I'll do like an Instagram giveaway or something. Maybe this week before. It won't probably. Well, if I ship it quick, maybe this week if I do a quick giveaway on Instagram or something, then I can send it to somebody for Christmas. Why? That's the 4th time that I've had a hard start. Page 1 done. Now I realize the one sort of big issue with writing in a journal. My capital shades are still a bit wet and I need to go to the next page. I need to build like an apparatus that holds the first page and stops it from flopping down, so that I can keep going without waiting. It's just the Nicholas. I think everything else is dry. Oh, this nib is not It's a little too sharp. It's a little too old and worn out, but you want an overview, the whole thing? There's page 1. While we wait for it to dry. While it's drying, I can get this guide set up for the next page. I think Nicholas is actually dry now. Oh, give it a couple extra seconds. I've used a hairdryer, I've used my heat gun before. The hairdryer blows a lot of air and blows paper and stuff around my desk. The heat gun is better, but I have to be careful because it warps the pages if I'm not careful. But what I can do, if I'm just light, it won't, because the ink will dry like that and we're good. If it doesn't get pressed down yet, it shouldn't be a problem. In theory, of course. I keep looking over there. There's a monitor right here that's not turned on right now. But it's where the camera used to be in my old setup. So I keep looking at at this monitor instead of, hey, you guys. Sorry. Alright, Jose, thanks a lot for hanging out. Sweet dreams to you, my friend. Okay, what we got next? The children were nestled all snug in their beds. Sounds good. Yikes. Well, that first capital does not feel very good. I need a flat paper clip. These paper clips annoy me. They don't allow the paper to be flat. Make them for sewing. Ones that they're asymmetrical so they sit flat. I need those. Oh, I should zoom in again. Too far away. Wow, visions of sugar plums. Danced in their heads. Ooh, that's exciting. I am not a big fan of my printer at the moment. I shouldn't speak that too loud though, or he'll hear me. I quite like my printer, it's just the quality isn't all that good, unfortunately. It prints really well, and it's good, and I love it, but it's supposed to be, like it's a laser, but it doesn't go, I feel like its prints don't go to the DPI that it's, I guess, advertised for. And it's nothing in the settings, because I'm a nerd, and I've done everything. To try to get it to be better, and it just prints not that great. which is unfortunate. Gets the job done though, until I'm ready to pay for an upgrade. I really only print in black, so I got a laser. And also for printing on the clear acetate for foiling and stuff like that. Which, it's good enough quality for that. It's just, you can see the dots a lot when it prints graphics. It prints like text and whatnot, super good in quality and whatnot. But if anytime I print from like Illustrator or Photoshop, it just doesn't do a really good job with imagery. It's a business printer, not a image printer. Okay. Visions of sugar plums danced in their heads. And Mama in her kerchief, and I in my cap. And Mama. I realize I don't think I've ever done longer form running hand before. I'm not very consistent with my running hand spacing. This is good practice. And Mama in her kerchief, and I in my cap. Cap had just settled our brains. Whole starting stroke disappeared. For a long winter's nap. Ooh, just settle down. No. Just settled our brains. A long winter's nap. A long winter's nap. Went out on the lawn, there arose such a clatter, I sprang from my bed to see what was the matter. Oh, that A is almost dry. You are. That A dry yet? Not quite. Almost. Well, we'll let it just sit like that. Should be alright. When out on the lawn, there arose such a clatter. I liked in the movie Santa Claus with Tim Allen how the ladder was made by the Suchik Company, Suchik Ladder Company. Quite funny. Sorry. When out on the lawn, there arose such a clatter. Try to leave this page up a little bit so it has time to dry. What did you think, Mum? Such a clatter? No, you thought we just settled down for a long winter's nap? Which one? I gotta be careful. I'm doing a lot of these lines from memory, and there's a chance that I have some of these wrong. When out on the lawn, there arose such a clatter. I have not Thursday next books. There arose such a clatter. I sprang from my bed to see what was the matter. Well, that's fun. I like fun wordplay like that. Sprang from my bed to see what was the matter. Good night, Mom. Talk to you soon. sprang from my bed to see what was the matter. Oh, this is our first period. Away to the window I flew like a flash, tore open the shutters and threw up the sash. The moon on the breast of the new-fallen snow gave a luster of midday to objects below. When what to my wondering eyes should appear but a miniature sleigh and 8 tiny reindeer. More rapid than eagles as coursers they flew. Oh no, I skipped a part. But that's okay. Okay, to see what was the matter. Away to the window I flew like a Oh, too big. Away to the window. Uh-oh. Capital right above another capital. My spacing, this is our first spacing, line spacing issue. Not bad though. Tore open the shutters and threw up the sash. and threw up the sash. I'll be honest, to this day, I don't know what the sash is. I feel like I learned at one point, but I don't remember. What's going on? Come on, hairlines. The window blind. Interesting. Okay, I gotta fix this and though, because the hairlines have disappeared. Oh, like the roll-up blinds? Interesting. Wouldn't the shutters be on the opposite side of the sash then? Wouldn't the sash be on the inside? Wouldn't he have to throw up the sash and then throw open the shutters? Or are there indoor shutters? So he opened the shutters and threw up the sash. In my head, the sash would be on the inside of the shutters. But what do I know about windows? Nothing, other than you can see through them. I'll just think of it instead as maybe he was eating and maybe he was a Boy Scout and he wore his sash with his badges on it and he accidentally ate it. And then he had a sore stomach and it didn't sit well, so he threw it up. He threw up his sash. Yeah, I guess inside shutters makes the most sense. And then the blinds. And then the sash. Maybe his house has in and outdoor shutters. Inside and outside. We might have to do this today and next. We might have to continue this next week. It took me a little bit longer to get started today than I had anticipated. Not gonna lie. Alright. The moon on the breast of the new fallen snow gave a luster of midday to objects below. One of my second least favorite line in this poem. Least favorite, I think, going to more rapid than... Wait, no. As dry leaves that before the wild hurricane fly, as they meet with an obstacle mount to the sky. That one, I remember as a kid, that made no sense to me whatsoever. I think once in a play at a local hall, I had to speak that part, and I had no idea what the heck I was talking about. If memory serves. I don't think I'm making that up, but I might be. Oh, there's an ad. Or it might have been... Maybe the line I had to say at the community hall was... The moon on the breast of the new fallen snow gave a luster of midday to objects below. Because that one, as a kid, would also confuse me a lot. Because I wouldn't have understood what luster meant. And the moon, I wouldn't know what the breast of the new fallen snow would make no sense to me as a kid. Yeah, those two lines. It's only evocative if you know what the words mean. I was a child. Crest of the new fallen snow? No. Well, I've never read it that way. Or I've never recited it that way. And I've recited the poem a ton. To you, Mum. Nice, Marilyn. It's the one I sort of recite it with my family pretty much every year. I had a fun idea. I wanted to try to create like a penman version of it. With penmanship history and nibs and things like that in it. But I don't know if I'll have time or creativity to do that. But I want to. It'd be fun. Just eliminate the breast and the brains. There you go. Alright, where are we here? Right, the moon. Right, we ended on sash. Yeah, the moon on the breast of the new... The moon on the breast of the new fallen snow. I like this song. It's very chill. Oh. Snaps happen. Whoops. That's because you're never supposed to capitalize the. That's the vocabulary gods smiting me. Hello, Olivia. Welcome, welcome. of the new fallen snow. Oh, right in the middle of the nib snap, too. The moon on the breast of the new fallen snow gave a luster of midday to objects below. I like that midday is one word, and it makes me think of like if somebody says good day. Oh, good day. Ah, midday, midday, midday to you. Happy midday to you, midday. Wishing you a midday. Or maybe if you're wishing somebody, like there's good day, to wish somebody a good day. Good day. If you just want somebody to have a mediocre day, that's oh, midday to you. If you want somebody to have a bad day, well, bidet to you, and bidet to you as well. Ah, yes, bidet, bidet, bidet. Luster is a good word. I agree. Gave a luster of midday. There's a hair on the end of my nib. That hairline was too dark. It's still there. Why won't it come off? What is that? Am I seeing things? I think I'm seeing things. Yo, not to be confused with bidet, no. Wishing you a bidet, sir. Wishing you a bidet. Why is my hairline so dark all of a sudden? That nib snap might have changed things. Yeah, lustra. That's what I said. Well, that's what I wrote. Lustra. A luster of midday. 2 objects below. Well, that's going to be a short line. And then I'll have to check my nib, because I think something got messed up when I snapped it. Okay. Pause. Alright, Nib, what's wrong with you? Are you misaligned slightly? You aren't. Well, then why are my hairlines so ugly all of a sudden? Doesn't make any sense. Shouldn't be any different. When what to my wandering eyes should appear. Nice, Marilyn. Good job. Wait a minute. This says when what to my wandering eye did appear. Isn't it supposed to be when what to my wandering eye should appear? I feel like this one... Yeah, it should appear. This is wrong. What my... Maybe I should have put that on the next line. Oops. I wrote wondering. I don't know. My mom just can't help but correcting me. Even in my own live stream. Even when I didn't make a mistake. I said wandering, I think, instead of wondering. But I wrote wondering. Wondering. I did it right. I think I said wandering. Wandering does make sense, though. Because he looked out the window and his eyes were wandering around. But I don't know, I guess he was looking. He wasn't really wandering. But what am I wondering? Oh, this line's going to be short. I should have... It should. What am I wondering? Yeah, I'm gonna do should. I'm changing it here. This one is mistaken. I should appear. But a miniature sleigh and 8 tiny reindeer. Oh, maybe. I had assumed there's a few different versions floating around out there. Should appear but a miniature sleigh and 8 tiny reindeer. There's a dash in reindeer? It's not just a one word? I don't think I realized that. There's no dash? What the heck? What is going on with this rendition? What about sugar plums? I put a dash in sugar plums. Is there supposed to be a dash in sugar plums? They just put REIN dash DEER. Reindeer. What? What is going on with this version? Grr. I didn't think it would have things like that. Different. Oh, I definitely put a dash in sugar plum, because they did here. That's too bad. No, this is gonna be a 2-weeker. I didn't think it would take me 2 weeks, but it took me a lot longer to get started than I had anticipated. Eight tiny reindeer. I'm actually gonna call it quits right there for today. Yeah, that'd be great. She is. Giving me a hard time. But this is looking alright. This is really making me want to do it again after this. Maybe I'll do a couple of these. Because I like the way it looks. I'm also wondering, I feel like I would like one that was, if it was just 2. Potentially. It'd be less per page. But it'd be neat if the page was just these 2, and then these 2 on the next page. And actually, there's not a lot of show-through on the other side, like ghosting. So I'm debating, and because there's only really capitals on the one side, it'll be different when we get to the names, but nothing really goes through that much. It might not be bad to have it on the 2 sides. There's a Discord? There is indeed. There is indeed. Not bad. What do we got? We got a messed up T on the first page. I had a nib snap on 3rd page, 4th page. Wait, 3rd page? 1, 2, 3. Yeah, 4th page. Nib snap. Whoops. And my nib is darker now than it was. I think there was one point I was writing, it was this line when I was going, there arose such a clatter. There arose such a, and sprang from. Especially sprang. When I was writing those, I was like, ooh, I wish the whole thing looked like those moments. Spacing was on point. I messed up the sprang with the G. But you can see the little bit, at least I hope the camera can, I don't know if the camera shows it. But it's when there's enough dash that the hairline actually gets really wispy at one point. But then this hairline just gets really dark. That's after the nib snap caused it, but I think anyways. But the tines look good. Well, good stuff. This was fun. Sorry that it took me a lot longer to get the party started than I'd intended, but maybe that was fun for some people to watch that whole prepping process. I made my tea in a thermos today, and it is still very hot. But luckily for my tea, I have a bunch of work to do tonight before I go to bed. So I'm going to be sitting at this desk designing signatures and whatnot. Now, it's not bedtime for me yet. But we are going to end the stream there. We will continue and finish next week through this whole thing. That we won't have the long prep to get ready. We'll start and dive right into it. How did I not burn myself? Well, it's right now. It's about the perfect drinking temperature. I haven't been drinking it because it stayed quite warm. But now it's been open and it's cooled down enough. Thanks a lot, Marilyn. You as well. What signatures are you gonna work on? What are you talking about, Ojaswini? Where have you been? Tomorrow or next week. Oh, for after this, designing signatures. Right. More names for blotters and whatnot. Not ornamental penmanship signatures, but I have to design some blotters for foiling. For a custom journal, a custom wallet, and a couple custom blotters that I'm hoping to get done very, very soon so that I can get them in the mail. Yeah, sorry, I realized I said, and I forgot that I said it. Apologies. Cool. We're going to end there. Thank you very much, everybody, for hanging out with me today. This has been fun. We'll hopefully see you again next week to finish off this this fun little series. Don't forget to fall in love with the process, and that life should be just a bit of silliness, really. Bye-bye, everybody. End stream.